Chapter 45. Michael. It would be nice if Jen had some friends that didn't terrify me, but she doesn't. As we're ushered inside Dina's parents' house, I'm making my public debut as Jen's fiancé, and I've never met anyone here before. Even the hallway is rammed with people. I awkwardly follow in Jen's wake as Dina leads her to the lounge. I wore a shirt, but I feel majorly underdressed. Dina looks like she walked straight off a catwalk with striking gold eye makeup and a fascinator that makes her taller than me. "This is Claire," she says to me, presenting the only other white person in the room. I shake her hand. "We've heard a lot about you." It sounds vaguely threatening, so I give a half cough, half laugh, to be interpreted as the listener chooses. Claire smiles at me at least. "Your proposal was very romantic," she says. "Thanks," I say, and instantly regret saying something so stupid. Couldn't I just come across well for once in my life? "Let me get you some drinks," Dina says. She raises a hand to let someone pass, and I notice her nails are about 2 inches long and elaborately decorated. "You should try some of the food." Claire points towards the buffet. "It looks amazing," I say, seeing a range of dishes with rice and chicken on the table. "I should check about the citrus," Jen says, laying a hand on my arm to stop me, going to help myself. She wanders off, leaving me with Claire. "You have an allergy, right?" Claire asks, then looks down at her plate. "I hope nothing I've got will set it off." "I'm sure it'll be fine." I wave my hand. It's exceptionally bad luck that my worst reactions have occurred when Jen has been there. I'm beginning to think she won't let me eat anywhere in public again. "Don't worry about Dina, by the way," Claire says enigmatically. "Should I be worried?" I raise an eyebrow. Claire shrugs. "She wants to grill you a bit." It's funny, I can cope with a crowd of Year 11 boys, a job interview panel, and a site with asbestos, but the idea of Dina's interrogation is truly terrifying. "What about?" I try to stop myself stuttering to sound confident, nonchalant. Claire looks at me for a moment. Something about her reminds me of my sister, maybe something about the way she stares at me with a mixture of warmth and defiance. "When you started going out with Jen, you went away together, then you went off the radar for a bit." I didn't want to give the head any ammunition against her, I explain, feeling my cheeks go red, but it wasn't the best idea. I wonder exactly how much Jen has told her friends and what she said about me back then. She must have been really angry with me. "Now there's this HR policy about no dating," Claire continues, "and it feels like your proposal is a bit of a knee-jerk reaction to it." Ouch. Where does she work, the divorce courts? "I knew I wanted to be with Jen," I say, trying not to get defensive, "and I thought, what's the point in waiting around?" "You can have the rice, but you should avoid the chicken," Jen says, returning. "Is this Michael?" A woman I presume is Dina's mother joins us. "I'm so glad you came." Before I can hold out my hand, I'm crushed into a hug and hold my breath in case there's more citrus perfume here. "Thank you." I pull back, subtly gulping in air. She's wearing traditional Nigerian clothing with a head tie and puts her arm around Jen. "I like him," she says with a broad smile. "His face is nice." Before I can get too arrogant, she adds in a stern tone to me, "You treat her like royalty. She is like a daughter to me." I gulp and nod. "So you met my mum?" Dina hands me a beer, grinning. I take a long drink. As the evening progresses, Dina drags Jen into the dancing hub of the room, and Claire kindly stays with me. We chat about music, and she used to play in a jazz band, but doesn't have the time for it anymore. I ask her about her job. I feel like she would get on well with Dan and Louise, and make a note to introduce them at the wedding. I'm taking Jen to theirs for New Year, and then the wedding will be that much closer psychologically. "So how do your parents feel about the wedding?" Claire asks. Her tone of voice suggests that Jen has said something to her. "My mum seems okay with it." I shrug. "My dad is more fixed." "Will he come round?" "I don't know." My tone hardens. "I don't need his permission." Claire gives a laugh. "We always try to move in the opposite direction to our parents, but we always end up back where we started," she comments. "Does Jen ever talk about her mum with you?" I ask. Not really, Claire shakes her head. I just feel like, looking round here at Dina's family, it would be a shame if there was no one at the wedding from her mum's side of the family. I know she has an aunt, Claire tells me. She should definitely get in touch with her. But Michael, family's messy. You don't have to tell me that, I reply.